Right. Welcome back, everyone. Thank you so much for tuning into another stream. If you guys are new here, in the morning we come in, we take a look at NQ price action. We see what happened during the overnight session. We see what price can do going into that New York session. So let's get into it. Let's see what we have going on. I'm going to check CMG chart pre-market. All right. Anyways, we start analysis on the 4-hour. That's the usual for us. That's our base. That's our baseline right there. So what do? We gapped up. We came up. Locking account. So price gapped up initially right over here. So that's what we were looking at last night. We said, okay, well, there's a gap up. Let's see if they can fill the gap. They filled the gap on the 4-hour right now. Right, we came into the same area over here. We have a fair value gap on the bottom, on the downside. So we filled the gap. There's another fair value gap above us as well here. So let's take a look at what you got here. So looking, I'm also typing this inside our Discord. So if you have not done so, go check it out. That's www.papertraders.io. The best way to see what we're all about, the best way to see what the things that we offer in there. Come hang out with us. Go check us out on Twitter at the Paper Traders as well. And yeah. Okay. Anyway, so looking on the 4-hour, price is, let's see the obvious, right? Price trading above the 1550 EMA. Had an initial gap up and price has come down to fill the said gap during the overnight session and is currently trading below the weekly open. So as long as price remains below the weekly open, we can potentially see a retest of that lower 4-hour FEG to see if price wants to now reverse to the upside and find support at that FEG above. So above we have the previous weekly high level as well as the 4-hour FEG where we can see another potential rejection to the downside from what is this, 28,801.25 to 28,922.25, right? So price comes up into here, we can see potential rejection. If price comes down over here, maybe we'll see a little bounce. The larger FEG on the downside is from this level, is from 27,996.25 to 27,586. Let's see on this one, on the hourly. On the hourly, a little bit of a grind down during the overnight. We did not sweep the previous daily high. We're also rejecting this giant fair value gap, and we are rejecting this tiny little small fair value gap above. It does look like a little bit of an M pattern to the downside here, so price is looking a little bit like an M pattern to the downside here. I'll be curious to see what they want to do with it. Current hourly is inside the previous hourly range. So we can watch what price does once the high is swept or the low is swept. If the high is swept first and price holds above that high, then we are gonna continue to the upside. And if the low is swept and price holds that, then we will be looking for an outside hour. And if price breaks below that low, then we can target the lower liquidity, right? So if price sweeps the top here, continues to the upside, then we're looking obviously for continuation to the upside. If price sweeps this low, cannot hold below it, then we will likely look for a continuation to the downside into this 28,258. 28,258.25. And after that one, we have the PDL. So we're still, this days is still inside the range of the previous daily range. So that's what we're watching. On the 15-minute, there's really no fair value gaps. As you can see, price was just grinding down, which typically, if we see a grind down during that session, oh, why did I just reset that? Yes, so grind down during London in those sessions. Typically, does mean that we can just reverse the shoot up. So but here, what we see is that price is trading below that previous 4-hour low, which is good to know. On 15-minute, we don't see any veggies on the upside, or price can reject. So we will be looking either for a really nasty run to the upside through all of that liquidity, or price can retrace lower. Here I am watching how price is currently trading right below the previous 4-hour low. If price can clear above it, then we will look for the previous 4-hour 50%. And if price gets through that, then we get an outside 4-hour to the upside. Let's see what we have on our 5-minute and our daily plan now. That was my daily plan. That was quite a run up on Friday. London, we can say, did this, or Asia session did this, London did this, and then New York potentially reversal into the upside here. That's what I would watch, honestly. On the 5-minute, I can see that Asian session had a bit of a range with London manipulating to the downside / expanding to the downside. So going into the New York session, we can either expect a reversal to the upside or consolidation here. And see if price wants to reverse it to the upside at some point. I think it will come down to that previous hourly high. If price can break above the previous hourly high, we have all the potential to continue to the upside. Alright, that's all I have here for you guys today. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in. Alright, so thank you guys for watching. Thank you for tuning in. As always, I love you. Appreciate you. Go check out www.papertrees.io. That's the best way to see what we're all about, things that we offer. Come hang out with us. Give it a like, give it a share if you enjoyed, obviously. In terms of news today, as of right now, I don't hear Trump yapping, so that's a plus. We have ISM manufacturing PMI, ISM final manufacturing PMI, 745 and 8. So we'll watch for those. Other than that, we'll see you next one. Peace out.